Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are going to build our Eastern Conference Super Team with a budget of $15. So I already did this for the Western Conference players, and let's just say that video did not end up doing very well player-wise. I mean, I think we ended up losing the Golden State Warriors. So, you know, some say the Western Conference is the strongest conference out there, but at the same time, man, there's a lot of really solid players out east. So yeah, we're going to build our team for $15. So as you guys see on the screen in front of you, there is a chart with all these different players. As always, let me know your team in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and get started on this. So with the first player I'm going to choose, I actually think he was one of the better rookies last year in his draft class, and that is John Collins. John Collins has been an absolute beast this season for the Atlanta Hawks. I really think he's a big part of their future. Now, in this case, I am going to run him at the center position just because, you know, being 6'10", stuff like that, I do feel like that's kind of like the future of his career is at the center spot. I think he's exactly what you want, like, you know, a guy that has the height, but also the ability to step back, knock down the three ball, you know, dunk in your face. He was in the dunk contest. So for $1, definitely not a bad route to go at all. 84 overall players. So yeah, I was pretty happy to see him on the list. I know a lot of times, you know, certain players are not on the list. People get kind of offended by that. But I mean, John Collins, he definitely deserves to be on it. Okay, next up, let's go with a $5 player. I think he is personally, man, I mean, top 2, top 3 point guard in the entire NBA. He plays for the Boston Celtics. It's Kyrie Irving. What I really respect about Kyrie this season is not only is he putting up insane numbers, but at the same time, he's trying to really be a leader for the Celtics team. I mean, I know a lot of players can get blinded into saying something they don't want to about free agency, but he pretty much told reporters, you guys get back to me July 1st. I'm going to focus on the playoffs, and I'm going to focus on the Boston Celtics. So 93 overall. I mean, yeah, you got like Kemba Walker out there for $4 or even a John Wall for $2, although he's out for the next year. I was thinking about Ben Simmons, but I do think for the sake of this video, I do want a guy that can knock down some three-point shots or is not hesitant to shoot them. Although I did just see a mixtape of Ben Simmons in high school. He was doing like step back threes and stuff. So good for him for, you know, at least knocking down the three once upon a time. Okay, so that is $6 in the books. The next player we are going to choose is a $3 player. This is somebody that should have made the All-Star team. He better make it next season if he put up these numbers as he is right now on the 76ers. Still averaging about 20 points per game. It is Tobias Harris, one of the best three-point shooters in the entire NBA. Just every single season improving upon his game. Not gonna lie, man, I was a little nervous when he went from the Clippers over to the 76ers just because that Clippers team did not really have like the All-Star name attached to it. There wasn't really like any like big-time All-Stars on there. While the 76ers, you got Joel Embiid, you got Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler. So I was a little nervous he was going to struggle out there. But no, man, he's still playing amazing all-star caliber basketball. So he is going to be a huge part of the 76ers' success. Hopefully they can bring back either Tobias or Jimmy Butler or even both of them after this NBA offseason. I think at this point, I would probably rather have Tobias Harris on this team. I feel like he plays better off Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. But Jimmy Butler himself, also somebody that probably should have made the All-Star team. Jimmy Butler's on this list for $4. I'm not willing to pay that much for Jimmy, unfortunately speaking. Next up, we are going to go with the $1 player. And this is somebody else that plays for the Philadelphia 76ers, and that is JJ Redick. Now, Redick literally, man, it seems like he gets better every single season he plays. Like, he's aging like a fine wine. Like, actually look at his scoring numbers here, guys. They keep on going up every single season. A little dip right there, but no big deal. But last year, 17 points per game for Philadelphia. I think he's around the same this year for Philadelphia. Always consistent from the three-point shot. One of the prettiest jump shot forms in the entire NBA. Once again, somebody that's going to be a big part of their success. But yeah, for $1, putting a three-point sharpshooter alongside Kyrie Irving, didn't think there was anything wrong with that. Because, of course, Kyrie does like running a lot of ISO basketball. So, you know, having JJ Redick out there running off screens or just playing off the penetration of Kyrie will be big time for this team. So, welcome to the Eastern Conference squad. So, all right. That is, I believe, $10 spent. If my math is correct, I think it is. So we got $5 left. So we got a few players we can go with here. We can go with either Joel Embiid, although we already got John Collins. You know, we got Giannis. And not that I don't like Giannis. It's just I did just use him in another video a while back with the same type of challenge. So I don't want to use him again. Victor Oladipo's great, but not the small forward position. So I'm going to be going with Kawhi Leonard for my final $5 player. So it seems like, you know, with the way James Harden's been playing this season and the way Giannis has been playing this season, that Kawhi Leonard has kind of fallen out of the talkings for the MVP award. But with that being said, man, he's still leading this Toronto Raptors squad out there. And the fact that he went from the Spurs and all that drama over there, that, you know, some of it was, a lot of it was caused by him, over to another team in the Eastern Conference, different country even, man, and is still putting up these numbers, just shows his willingness as a player to adapt to the situation and still be able to be great out there. So good for him on that, man. And that is going to complete our $15 Eastern Conference team. So yeah, we got Kawhi, we got Kyrie, we got Tobias, John Collins, and JJ Redick. Definitely not a bad team. I'm very curious how they can do, because everybody can space the floor. All really solid shooters. Defensively, I mean, you got Kawhi Leonard, who's great at defense. John Collins, I don't really know what his numbers are like. Let me actually check this out here real quick. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we know we got the shooting numbers out there. We know his dunk is going to be like a 99 and a 95. Okay, yeah, it's pretty good speed. I got 55 speed with balls, so not the quickest guy out there, but good consistency, great rebounding numbers, so we shouldn't struggle in that department. And defense consistency, yeah, at a 60, that's not really good. 51 shot blocks, so yeah, it could be a little dangerous in that department. But here we go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and go to the beginning of a regular season, get some jerseys on these guys, and we're going to see how good this team can do. Okay, so here is the starting five, guys. Of course, Kyrie with JJ, Kawhi Leonard, Tobias Harris, and John Collins, rocking the Flash uniforms for this video. So let's get going on the simulation. And yeah, I do want to talk about the Eastern Conference and kind of what I think the future holds for this conference out here, man. And being honest, I would not... What the fuck? Oh my god, y'all lost 3 straight bitch-ass games! What is this? What is this, man? 3 straight games to start the season? Oh, in a freaking 0-82 challenge, apparently. Alright, well, we might not make the damn playoffs then. Okay, well, let me talk some more about this here at least. But yeah, as far as the Eastern Conference goes, I think this conference is actually going to take over the NBA within the next few seasons, especially if guys like Kevin Durant end up joining the New York Knicks, because really, man, like, you look at the age and just, like, the talent in the Eastern Conference is absolutely insane. You got Giannis on the Bucks. The Raptors, I mean, Siakam's nice. Kawhi Leonard's not exactly old, but there's no guarantee he actually stays with the Raptors. You got Victor Oladipo on the Pacers. The 76ers squad, all of them are young except JJ Redick. Jimmy Butler's like 28, so, you know, getting up there a little bit. The Celtics, you got Jason Tatum. You got, or maybe Anthony Davis in the future. You know, either way, you're good to go. Brooklyn Nets, extremely young team with Spencer Dinwiddie and D'Angelo Russell, Jared Allen. The Detroit Pistons, I mean, I know they're on like a bit of a streak right now, but, you know, they got like Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin for a few more seasons. We'll see how they do. Luke Kennard's looking somewhat promising out there. The Charlotte Hornets, I mean, Kemba Walker, but at the same time, guys like Miles Bridges, I think, are absolutely fantastic. I think him and Malik Monk are still going to be solid NBA players. The Magic, I mean, if Markelle Fultz can work things out, then that team probably in about 5 years will be ready to compete, I would say. But Markelle Fultz has to, like, actually play, like, a first pick in the draft, like a first-round pick in the draft. For the Miami Heat, I mean, they are literally just, like, one star player away from being a top 4 or 5 seed in the Eastern Conference. That's just what it is, man. But, you know, Hassan Whiteside, Goran Dragic, they'll be off the books in a few seasons, and that's definitely a destination some big-time free agents would want to go to. The Washington Wizards, I mean, you got Bradley Beal, Thomas Bryant. Eventually, you can probably trade John Wall for something, although that contract's pretty ridiculous. You got the Atlanta Hawks, like Trae Young is looking like he's going to be a good player in the NBA. I know people were kind of skeptical about him, but regardless of that, man, he's putting up scoring numbers. He's putting up the assists, and he's looking like, I don't know, man, just... He's definitely a few seasons away from winning. Like, he's putting up the numbers now, but he's a few seasons away from winning. You got the Chicago Bulls, you know, Zach LaVine, Lauren Markkinen, Otto Porter, all those guys are looking out, though, man. Wendell Carter, plus whatever first-round pick they get. Cleveland Cavaliers, you got some promising players like Colin Sexton. And then, I mean, beyond that, it's a little not as good. Like Jetty Osman's okay, but they'll get a good pick in the draft, too. And then you got the Knicks that might end up getting Kevin Durant. So it's like, or Zion Williamson or something like that. So literally, up and down, all 15 teams, they all look promising, man. Like, they all got something going for them for the most part, with maybe a few small exceptions there. But, yeah, this Eastern Conference team did not do good, man. 56-25. Wow, this is definitely one of my worst built teams, apparently. I thought I built a nice one, man, for 15 bucks. I thought I had all the right players out there, but I guess not. MVP goes towards Stephen Curry. So we got Kawhi Leonard. Kyrie Irving played 48 minutes a game. Stephen Curry still wins it. DeAndre Ayton as Rookie of the Year. Gordon Hayward, 6th man. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player at least. Jonas Valanciunas. I said Valanciunas. Valanciunas as Most Improved. And Billy Donovan, Coach of the Year. We didn't get Coach of the Year, man. So All-NBA first team with Kyrie and Kawhi making that. All-NBA second, John Collins on there. All-NBA third with Tobias Harris. So JJ Redick did not make it. No big surprises there. But regardless of the record, we are still first in the Eastern Conference. I just don't know if we can beat the Warriors with this team, but let's go to the player stats. So we got Kyrie at 31 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 to 3 steals. We got Kawhi at 29, 10, and 6 with 3 steals, 1 block per game. Redick at 20 points per game. Tobias Harris at about 20, 10 with 4 assists, looking great. And then John Collins at 16, 18 rebounds, 2 assists, and playing some good defense out there too. I really hope they put him at the center spot, man. It's like, it just makes sense in my opinion. But here we go. First round, we do have the Detroit Pistons. See how we do against my favorite team right there so we can beat them. Or maybe we lose first round. That's just the end of the video. Which wouldn't be surprised. Oh my God, we're going to lose first round. Oh my God. Come on. You bitch ass Eastern Conference sucks. We going out west, baby. Are you serious, man? Oh my. Wow. You know, I've done a few of these build a team challenges. I have never had a team do this bad before, man. This is insane. This team played like straight up crispy dookie, man. Crispy dookie flakes. Wow. Well, I guess that is the end of the video. I don't got much to say about it, except, you know, I think the Eastern Conference is promising. I thought we built a nice team, but we lost in the first round of the playoffs. Absolutely horrendous, guys. Let me know in the comment section below how your favorite team, or what your team's looking like. Apparently, it's going to be better than mine because, I don't know, man. My team just played like trash. Maybe I still should have went with Giannis and, I don't know, Joel Embiid or a combination like that. Not really sure. I might have to come back to this video and try this one again. But hope you guys all enjoyed. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.